stay awake and be energetic, and you would not like to see me without my coffee. I need one that size. Good morning. My name is Richard Messenger. I'm a senior consulting engineer with Finger Lakes Technologies Group for a Cisco reseller in the upstate New York. Senior because I'm old. Consulting because I like to work with my customers and help them decide what are your needs and then find a technical solution to fix those. And engineer because someone said that I like to say that I've been there, I've done that, I have a t-shirt because I've been in the industry for over 30 years, all sorts of things. So, I have one quick rule for lectures or anything like this, is that there is no such thing as a stupid question. Strange maybe, but not stupid. Because if you have a question, it means that I haven't explained something. Or it can lead us down into interesting pathways of interesting discussions. I've got 472 slides. No, not really. And I will try to make this as free-flowing and informative. If you've got questions, if we can, if it's appropriate, we'll try to nail them as we go along. Okay? So, this slide deck, I very truthfully say I stole from Cisco. We're doing a lot of work with Cisco. They're my preferred partner to work with. They have a lot of, they've invested a lot into schools and education over the years, and they have a fairly compelling story to talk about what's going forward in the schools today. I dare say that one of the chief challenges that you're finding is, all right, how do I keep ahead of the curve as opposed to behind it or whatever? How many of your students are coming to school with smartphones, with tablets, iPads, laptops? How many of your schools are actually providing laptops or tablets to your students to kind of make even out the information desert or highway? I know that there's a couple of schools in the area that are giving laptops or tablets to all their students to kind of help them. One of the places is, I understand Syracuse City Schools is doing a pilot with Cisco and it's giving all their students CSs. And the idea there is not only to help with the divide and give them the information tools to go forward, but they dipped into a very interesting pocket of money. They could put all the books on the CS. And there goes, I don't have to worry about all of the books being updated every year. They're electronic, they're on the CSs. So, some of the trends that we're seeing in the industry, or that you're seeing, is that my generation, hey, we're stone tablets. Your generation is, all right, everything is in the cloud. It's out there. This new generation, the kids that are in school now, is tweets and trending and all the rest of it is collaboration and finding out what's going on and working together. So going forward, we need to be, as educators, in tune with that to help the collaborative environment for the students and to nurture that to whatever types of technology we're going to have. The collaboration is the idea of the students working not alone, but in groups. And those groups are not just in this classroom. It's in classrooms around the district, across districts, across the state, across the country, across the world. And they're finding out that the students will learn more when they're teaching each other, guided by the teachers, obviously, to find out and to get their own information. You know, the idea that, yeah, the information is out there on the web, just try like hell to try to find it sometimes. That's it. I mean, would you agree with that? But those are kind of some of the key things that you need to do. They form the social networks. They're learning online. These are the types of things, these are the tools that we need to be involved with and to utilize and to exploit to a certain extent to enhance that learning environment. And because of the collaboration we've broken the boundaries of the classroom. You know, these four walls. It's the community in general. It's across the state, across the country, across the world. Being able to, it's the case that we've got with rural school districts being able now to exploit and gain access to universities all around the country and do that distance learning and be there. So no longer do we have the case where I grew up in Clyde, New York, the middle of Wayne County. I'm a firm 315er. Been there, done, I've been, you know, it's Red Creek, not Red Creek, it's Red Creek. The idea of being able to go on field trips to university, to Rochester, to the museums or whatever, you know, you've got buses, you've got monitors, you've got insurance. These days, you've got overlord insurance to try to, you know, well, all right, do the parents want you to do this and all the rest of this stuff. With the technology we've got there, we can do the virtual field trips and get the people from Jasper, Trumansburg, or Plattsburgh, or some of the really small, my wife grew up in Richfield, New York. And if you know where Richfield is, great. She actually lives outside of Richfield, is the big town of 1,000 people. She actually lived in Bigelow, which is like, if you sneezed, you'd go by it. It was there. But being able to provide the same type of knowledge and information to those kids that you have in downtown Ithaca and in the school districts here, helping to address those entities, making sure that everybody can get those. And because they've got tablets, they've got smartphones, you know, all right, we're going to do some testing today. All right, kids, turn off your cell phones. How many of you can hear a low rumble around the classroom? I'm going to put it on stun. Now, the capabilities of doing instant searching on the network to find out that answer that is in the test. You know, we've got to keep ahead of it. But in the same token, we want to be able to provide them the ability to do anytime, anywhere learning. Being able to take your best teachers and videotape, or record their teaching methods, their key seminars. You know, you have a guest master teacher come in to teach you how to do a particular subject or go into depth. But not only to capture that digitally, but then to provide it in a reasonable, anytime, anywhere, any format capabilities to the staff, the teachers, the students for review for the AP test, the Regents test, this any type of test that you want to have, and be able to provide that within your own school districts, or be able to partner with the BOCES to be able to provide that across the entire set of districts. Powerful new tools that you need to be able to, that the technology then allows us to leverage. Getting the best teachers. Anybody have problems, do we think, attracting good teachers to say, I'll pick on Clyde because it's in the middle of nowhere, midway between Syracuse and Rochester. You know, how do you attract good teachers? How do you keep good teachers in those types of small rural districts? Being able to extend them and capture best practices, best teaching methods, and be able to then share that and provide maybe some rewards based upon your peers have adjudicated your best session, and we think that this is the best teacher for mathematics, of how to do differential equations. You know, this is the best of the 6 presentations, and be able to then base your performance reviews on these instead of the once or twice a quarter, if you're lucky, the master teacher comes into the back of your classroom and watches you, and that happened to be the day that Judy just could not control Adam, who was just making so much noise and ruckus that was being disruptive and whatnot. Whereas every other day that week, everything was perfect. You know, do your master teachers come in, and does that happen that they catch you on the worst day? With the capability of being able to capture what you're doing, A, it allows you to say, yeah, but look at all the rest of the places. B, allows the master teacher to help that new teacher that's just out of SUNYs to be the better teacher. Saying, this was the point, but you needed to do this, it's a little bit different. Maybe it helps to establish those standards for how you're going to be reviewed, how you're going to be rewarded for the best practice. Make sense? National Council on Economics and Education, yeah. So there's studies saying, what's important for our 20th century workforce? I would dare say that Kodak might still be around if they could find the people that really work collaboratively, but more importantly, were critical thinkers and problem solvers. Now that may be harsh to say, but I used to work for Eastman Kodak, so I can pick on that. This is the key thing. People are going, companies are going begging, trying to fill technology job slots, and they aren't out there. We have to be able to teach the students how to apply IT technologies and do the critical thinking and the problem solving in collaboration, in groups. The one person out there leading the pack is great for basketball, great for football. He's out there in front of us, but it's the whole team that makes the whole thing work. We have to be able to provide that. So over the years, what Cisco has seen and what has built upon what they've learned from you is we need to be able to create that collaborative experience for the teachers, for the students, and nurture that. Also, on the back end of it, administrators, the master teachers and whatnot, we've got to be able to maximize their resources and their capabilities. Let's make use of that master teacher that's in the other district. You know, we've got to make use of the capability of saying, hey, I've got 3 students that are in AP Math, so that's not the critical mass. But if I partner with this district and this district, all of a sudden we have critical mass to be able to do that AP Calc class. And maybe, but the professor, the teacher, is actually in a 5th district. But with the distance learning, with those types of capabilities, with a lot of the technology that we're showing downstairs, we can then leverage that master teacher, those resources, and share it across the districts. And what do we get? We get better students. We get better outcomes. We get higher graduation rates. We may actually be able to attract the kids to stay within the district and to come back for and develop new businesses. Because once they realize that they can work in Spencer, one of our account managers, this is Spencer, and she's up on top of the hill and has absolutely terrible reception. But she's able to work remotely and be anywhere in the world and contact any one of her customers and work capably. And finally, the thing that has driven everybody absolutely nuts is keeping everybody safe. And it's sad to say that we have to worry about it. The good news is we've got the technology and the capability with video surveillance, with telephony being able to push messages through the phones or through our cell phones, through the network, to be able to keep, as best we can, our kids safe. Connecting and engaging and empowering the students to be the successful workforce we need for tomorrow, that we need to grow the economy, to get us out of the economic doldrums that we seem to be in these days. So what I'm going to go through, so far so good. I've lost a couple of people that come in and out. So far so good, everybody?